Hi Geminis, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori. Tonight we're going to take a look at the upcoming week. This is going to be the week of December 29th through January 4th. We do have a full moon in Cancer on the 3rd, guys. This is going to be a massive full moon for us. So yeah, let's just see what Spirit has for you this week. This reading is going to be a little different if you've watched any of my other readings. I'm going to pull just a few cards, some charms, and then we'll go from there, okay? So let's see for Geminis. Ooh, belief. Wow, this is beautiful. So far, the energy, guys, for this week for all signs has been massive. Like big energies, okay? This card for you is showing up in regards to your faith. Very interesting. There's something about there's something about a disconnect in what you say you believe versus what you actually believe. You guys know I'm gonna cut straight to the point. Spirit's gonna give the messages exactly how they give them to me, and we're gonna just roll with it. There's a disconnect in what you believe and what you say you believe and what you actually believe. It has something to do with not seeing yourself clearly. And what Spirit is showing is it's like some underlying challenges that you may have had from, could have been childhood, but it could have been brought on by unhealthy relationships or partnerships is what I'm seeing. And it's almost as if it detached you from your faith. Like something or someone came in and kind of stole, I want to say, which is not the right word because nobody can steal your faith, but it's like someone came in and caused you to question your beliefs, to question whether or not you should believe what you say you believe. So for example, it's like you're like, I'm going to be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. And then your mom is like, no, you're not. That doesn't happen. What do you think, girl? Or what do you think, boy? That ain't going to happen to you. You ain't going to just get no $1 million. And then you start actually believing it. You start actually believing it because it's like, well, I mean, God, she's right. Like I haven't gotten it so far. It's not here, so maybe I'm not supposed to have that. But there's a disconnect present in order for you to see it so that you can overcome it. Because there's something about resolving this. Resolving this disbelief in your potential. That's how it feels. Like this is not something that is like negative in regards to you. And it's not like Spirit doesn't want to bless you or take care of you or provide for you. Okay, that one clearly wanted to come out. But it's like there's something in regards to God. We can't make this up, guys. I swear. I mean, like I sometimes I'll be like, I wish that I wouldn't see the stuff that I do. But then like, godly. Guys, 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck too. Yeah, this is absolutely something that that someone has, it's like a gift that you don't want, okay? Like, I don't want that. That's not a gift. You know, anybody ever try to give you one of those fruit cakes for Christmas and you're like, I do not want this, right? That's how this feels. Is like somebody dumped their projections on you in regards to what you should and shouldn't believe in, and it's kind of bled into you feeling like you really can't. There's some type of clarity this week that you're gaining in regards to maybe why you don't have something that you desire or why something didn't work out the way that you desired. And it was based on a belief system. This reading is rooted in the belief systems that you have. And there's something about the belief systems being a burden too. So I'm also picking up on something regarding like a religious belief, like maybe believing that you're not supposed to have. For example, like when I was younger in church, you know, I felt like we were inadvertently taught without the preacher probably knowing that they were teaching us this. We were taught that we don't need a lot. Like, oh, sorry guys, I was fixing the camera, but like, oh, you don't really need a nice car. You don't need a Benz. And I'm like, as I got older, I was like, why not? Like, if my daddy is Jesus, if God is my daddy, then how come I can't have whatever I want? How come Satan's children can have whatever they want, but not God's children, right? Like, it just didn't make any sense to me. And it's almost like that's something that is coming through in this reading, is that you have been taught to believe a certain way, or kind of not even taught, coerced into believing something, looking at something through one lens, and that has affected your life as a whole. And it's almost like there's this epiphany that comes through. I'm seeing the tower, where something just comes in and just abruptly allows you to regain confidence in who you are and what you're capable of. But it has something to do with you being honest with yourself. That's coming through very strongly in this this Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords. Okay, so some of you have been sitting in the Ten of Swords energy. I was picking that up with this Ten of Wands, because whatever this belief system is, it has created a burden on you. And it almost feels to me like even in your blessings, even in you living in abundance, you feel burdened, maybe because you feel like you're not deserving of this. And those lies, I was talking to my friend about this recently, how the little foxes like to come in and give us lies. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, girl, let me tell you, okay? But it's something about being told lies in regards to what's for you and what isn't. And this energy has left you feeling heavy, okay? This, like I said, it feels like you can't even enjoy the life that you've created and built for yourself through your hard work. That Ten of Wands it takes hard work to get there. You haven't been able to enjoy it in truth because you hadn't had clarity in regards to why you felt this burden. And I'm seeing that that's going to shift for you this week. Spirit is almost showing me this card like upside down. And just look at the image. You notice the image, the way that it appears if you look at it upright. Okay, and then when I flip it upside down, it has a different perspective. This perspective shift that's taking place in you this week is bringing you into alignment with what truth and clarity is for you. And it's also allowing you to see the lies that others have given you, fed to you, coerced you into, and how that has truly impacted the joy, the freedom, and your ability to even heal is what I'm hearing. Okay, Geminis? It's like a fog is lifted. The weight is lifted off of you this week because you have been reminded. Oh, I love it. They're saying you've been reminded of who you are. There's clarity in regards to who you are. I love that. I had to write that down. I don't want to forget, guys. But yeah, there's clarity in regards to who you are, where you stand, and what it is that you deserve. And you're learning to embrace that rather than the burdens that others want to put on you. Wow, that's phenomenal. This is amazing. I'm going to grab a few cards from out here. Just heads up, I cannot see them. Okay, I'm going to just get one more then. Okay, this one too, since it was here. Oh my gosh, look at this. I have the power to create change. Check that out. That's exactly what this is about, is shifting your belief system in order for you to be able to appreciate value and release the burdens of others in order for you to be able to walk in your truth with clarity. And then you have Euconite. Oh my gosh, guys, this is about perception, respect, and understanding. Euconite is a healing stone for the heart that brings peace and soothes the soul. It enhances self-love and respect. It is useful for past life work, helping release blockages that can prevent you from healing emotionally. A stone of vision. Euconite enhances psychic vision and visualization. It increases intuition and helps balance emotions with spirituality. It helps one see the beauty in life and appreciate all the little things. This is the heart chakra energy too, that Eucharinite energy. Wow, that's so powerful and so in alignment with this belief system, right? It's all about your perception this week. This is all about believing and seeing things clearly rather than through the lens of burdens, which have more than likely been brought on by past experiences. Kyanite, for attunement and meditation, a transmitter and amplifier of high frequency energy, instantly aligns your chakras, does not hold negativity, and never needs clearing. It dispels anger, blockages, illusion, frustration, and stress. Wow, so these are crystals. You have a ton of crystals, guys. So these crystals may be beneficial to you this week, should you want to purchase them or look any of them up. Oh my God, this is awesome. You have carnelian. This is an energy booster helping you to get out of your rut and make things happen. A powerful aid for those who wish to build their confidence, courage, and passion. Good for digestion, improving vitamin absorption as well. Wow, that is so awesome. That carnelian is also really good for passion. It says passion there. It does. Okay, I'm like, am I repeating that? But it's really good for passion and being able to kind of reignite the passion that has kind of been dim within you, if that makes any sense. This is, oh my God, this is so awesome, guys. You guys then have the love, which is the heart chakra. This is the anatta heart chakra, which is all about love. And this is what this is about. Your belief system seems to have something to do with how lovable you truly are. And you know, what's interesting is because we were talking about things earlier, right? And based on how lovable you feel you are, that also determines whether or not you're able to bring in abundance in the material world. Abundance is directly correlated to how abundant you feel within. And so for a lot of you, you may feel burdened by the fact that your abundance doesn't show up in the ways that you desire, and that has something to do with your belief system. But the belief system is based on others. I feel like this is so strong, guys, in this reading. Others coerce or given opinions, projections, and it also has a lot to do with how you love yourself, how you see yourself. And Spirit is asking for you this week to kind of sit with the truth. Sit with the truth regarding, you know, how you really see yourself. And you know, it's interesting because Spirit started off the reading by saying that there was a disconnect in your beliefs, what you tell yourself versus what you actually feel. So for a lot of you, the disconnect is that you don't actually feel lovable within yourself, and that bleeds into life in all other areas. And it's very challenging. I don't think people give enough credit to or enough weight. They don't put enough weight, in my opinion, on how challenging it is to learn to love yourself when you have felt so unlovable, guys. Like I cannot tell you how long it took me to figure out how to begin to love myself. And I think people often don't recognize how hard it is. Also, you know, for you Geminis, most of you Geminis are stunning, okay? You guys are stunning, physically stunning. I mean, like baddies, okay? But that can be a challenge too. And from one baddie to another, it's very, 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 very challenging when people think that you are beautiful on the external, yet you don't feel that internally. And so it's really a matter of taking a step back and looking at yourself in the mirror, but removing the external, removing all the compliments that you've been given your whole life, and kind of negating those things, pushing them to the side and saying, it doesn't matter what I physically look like. It doesn't matter what my external looks like. What really matters is how I feel about myself. And that's weighted based on what I feel and see on the inside of me. So this week, Spirit is asking you to see the beauty within, to believe that you are as beautiful internally as you are externally, and if not, to go through those things within you and kind of sort through them gently, gracefully, with a ton of grace. Guys, please hear me out. A ton of grace, and shift your perspective into seeing that you are beautiful and that you are deserving, not because of anything that you've done, but just because you are who you are. It's not a hierarchy, it's just the fact that you're here. You're you, and you are enough. And that is very hard to sit with. It's very hard to understand, but it is absolutely attainable. It's absolutely attainable. I'm for some reason picking up on a mother wound, and maybe a mother that was either jealous or maybe narcissistic to a degree. But it's an energy of a mother that maybe didn't make you feel, or wasn't able to give you what you needed as a child to feel deserving or worthy. And Spirit is saying, although she didn't see you for who you are, I do. And as, oh my God, I want to cry. I'm sorry, guys. As beneficial as it would be to hear that from your mother, Spirit is saying that you have spiritual guides, ancestors, and Spirit himself who sees you in light of who you truly are. Spirit sees all parts of you, good, bad, ugly, and indifferent, and yet and still you are beautiful. You are perfect exactly where you're at. Wherever you're at, it's exactly where you're supposed to be. You're not a day short or a dollar late, or a dollar short or a day late, whatever the saying is. You're none of that. You are beautiful, and there's a pureness that is within your heart that Spirit wants you to congratulate yourself on. Spirit wants you to see the purity of your intentions, of your heart, and how far you've come, and shift that belief around. Find ways to tell yourself how lovable you are. Wake up every day and say, I am deserving of love. There is, let me see, I think on here, I thought there was a mantra on here. Let me see. No, but you can simply say, I am deserving of love. And that's something that I used to do all the time. I still do it every now and then. On my mirror in my bathroom, I write notes. And so you may want to write a note on a sticky and just put it on your mirror that says, I am lovable. I am loved. I am enough. Just those reminders that you deserve all the good things that are given to you and that you have, again, worked for and gained. You deserve those things. And so don't let anyone else come in and convince you that you're undeserving for their own reasons. Typically it's projections, and it's because they're operating in this energy of, feeling burdened by life. So why would they want you to succeed when they don't feel successful? It's that type of energy that I'm picking up on. So, absolutely take time out, sorry guys, and pour into you, because you're deserving. So let's do the last portion of this reading, and then we're going to close it out. I know I've been chatty Cathy today. In this box here are some charms, some things I've collected over the years. And so this is a little different than what I typically do in the reading. I'm going to just pull a few. If you're wearing headphones, I would suggest muting or maybe just fast forwarding past this part. It is going to be noisy, okay, guys? So I'm going to shuffle. I can't see, just heads up. All right, so let's see what you got. Wow. Okay. Sorry, guys. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that, guys. So these are little books. I can't read them typically without a magnifying glass. I think this says Catching Fire, though. I hope you can see it. Okay, yeah, this says Catching Fire. This is almost like this is a week that's going to push you into some type of an initiation in regards to like seeing things clearly, but also it feels twofold, like spirit is burning away the things that need to dissolve within you. It's almost like a doing away of the old parts of you in order for you to step into the new. Okay, Geminis? That's awesome. I love that. The Catching Fire is this. Let me put this down because this book has given me so many like messages. It's like an aligning and a paving of a path forward for you to be able to see things clearly. But also, again, it's coming through again, this message very strongly that you're burning away, like burning away the things, dissolving, like, you know, metaphorically, not physically burning, but metaphorically burning away and dissolving the things within you that have been holding you back. And then this is a Harry Potter book. I have no idea what this says. It's very, very small font. Don't ask me why I ordered these, guys. This says Prisoner Azkaban, something like that. So this is so spirit is so clear. The message that's coming through on that is that for some of you, you've been imprisoned by these thoughts for so long. That's why they're burning. They're metaphorically burning away to dissolve them so that you walk in your truth and clarity and with clarity. Wow. Guys, this is the 9 of Wands. This is the 9 of Wands, guys. So this is the 9 obviously comes before the 10. This 9 of Wands is showing up to say that this burden has been almost like blocking you from being able to move forward. It feels like you take a few steps forward and then one step back, like, you know, 2 steps forwards, 10 steps back. But it's like in doing that, you haven't recognized that this is the thing that's holding you up, okay? Because spirit keeps showing like someone going forward and backwards, forwards and backwards. So it's like you've been here a few times. This is to get you over the hump, okay, Geminis? Spirit wants to get you over the hump. This is the hump, is your belief system. Your belief system is what's been holding you up. And I think that this is something that, again, it feels like you could have a lot of good going on for yourself, but it's like this is what keeps coming back around. This is circling back around because it's time for it to be resolved. Spirit wants to resolve this energy once and for all within you. Wow, powerful. And then you have a cross, okay? Some of you may feel connected to Christianity. That's coming through very strongly. This is also representing the fact that religious factors could absolutely be playing a role in these belief systems that you may have. Okay, it's religion of any sort could be potentially keeping you trapped in this thought process. And then look, you have the Manaz rune, okay? This rune is the rune of the self, guys. This is so interesting. It's the rune of the self. It could also be about other people, like friends. It could also be like enemies, but it's about putting things into order. Putting things, aligning things within yourself. Like even if you look at the rune like the way that it is, you see it's like an alignment of the self. There's 2 stands, like 2 legs, and then it's the middle and there's a conjoining. So this is about aligning you to your truest self. And it's almost like there's that energy is so powerful in that rune right now for you guys. It's almost like there's a blocking out of everything. That's the catching fire, right? A blocking out of, a burning away of everything that doesn't align with you. And that's why right in the middle, the sticker that was sticking out that we grabbed says, I have the power to create change, because Spirit is reminding you that it's you that creates the change. No one else can do it for you. It's you. You're the one. And with this energy that you have here, you're going to this week co-create with Spirit to adapt and adjust into this new. So there will be no more back and forth between this Nine of Wands, where you have to guard and protect yourself from the energy of outsiders who constantly keep you in the projections of their own burdens, insecurities, and wounds. I love this. You're stepping into alignment with your true self, Geminis, and this is beautiful. This is a turning point for you this week. If this reading resonated with you, feel free to drop a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you don't mind hitting the bell notification, that would be fantastic. Then that way you know when I'm posting. And also too, guys, you may be seeing 1111 this week. That keeps coming through in the reading. I just keep forgetting to mention it. Okay, I love you guys. You guys are fantastic. Have a beautiful week. Remember, believe in yourselves. You're beautiful. You're deserving. You're fantastic and amazing, okay? Enjoy you, because you are phenomenal. Have a great week, guys. See you later. Bye.